Hey everybody, how you doing? So we're going to take a look at this person's comment here, because I think they've kind of missed the point of what I was saying in the video. So we'll just read the comment. I cannot believe this guy saying, why not vote Tory if voting reform is the only reason to topple Labour? They are finished. Now, well, that's only in your opinion, isn't it? And I agree. I don't agree with the Tory party at all on anything. I think they are the uni party. I think Labour and the Tories are just more of the same. But the thing is, I think that of the Reform Party too. I think they're just more of the same. You claim that they're different from the Tories, yet the mass majority of people defecting to the Reform Party are from the Tory Party. So my question to you would be, how are Reform any different to the mainstream parties when what they're doing is fielding ex Labour, Tory, Liberal Democrat councillors who are from that system that you say you're against, from the uni party? How are Reform going to be any different when they're made up of those people? It's just an honest question. And my point was, by saying people, should vote for the Tory party, it is just an obvious logical one. The Reform Party still isn't a tested party yet, and you stand more chance of removing Labour from power by voting for an existing established party than you do from the Reform Party. It was a completely. It wasn't. I wasn't telling people to go and vote Tory or anything like that. I was making a point. Why should we vote for the Reform Party, an untested party, if your only reason for voting is to remove Labour from power? Surely the most logical course of action would be to vote for an already established party, wouldn't it? And that would be the Tories. I'm just making a point because people keep coming to my channel and saying, well, you have to vote Reform to keep Labour from getting into power. Well, that's a stupid reason to vote for a political party in the first place, isn't it? Normally you vote for a party because they've got policies that you want, not to replace a party because you don't want them in power. We did that last time, if you remember. We voted for the Reform Party to stop the Tories. We wanted to destroy the Tories. And what happened? We got a Labour government, didn't we? Because the support for reform just wasn't there. The Reform Party thought that all those Tory voters would, disgruntled Tory voters would come out and vote for them en masse, and they didn't. They stayed at home, didn't they? So maybe that's going to happen again in the next general election. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? I don't think it's going to be a landslide victory for Reform at all. I think it's going to be a hung parliament, and the Reform Party is going to need to make some kind of an alliance with the Conservative Party anyway to get power. I think that's what's going to happen. But I digress. We'll carry on with the comment. I would consider it reluctantly, but they don't. When is he ever going to realise Reform are the only party who could shift Labour in 2029? Well, they're not the only party to do that, are they? We've got 4 years yet. People said the same thing about the Reform Party 4 years ago, that they don't have a chance because they're just not polling very high. But here we are, 4 years later, and the Reform Party is where it is right now. So we shouldn't not consider any other party emerging in that time and being able to remove the Labour Party as well. Point in case, UKIP and the Integrity Party. Anything could happen to those two parties in the next 4 years. They could merge, they could garner a lot more support than the Reform Party, because the way the Reform Party is going, I doubt it's going to have very much support by the time the general election comes around. Anyway, with the way it's been conducting itself, with chucking out perfectly good candidates for holding uncontroversial opinions. I've said this in videos before, I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but the Reform Party is weak on those things. And if you want to know why I think the Reform Party is weak, go and watch my videos from the past few days and you'll understand why they're weak. Obviously, there's the whole situation with Rupert Lowe, how they treated him. They were despicable, they were underhanded in their tactics with how they chose to smear him and put him down in public, the way they kicked Ben Habib out of the party. And they're not a stable party, the Reform. They're just not. There's a whole issue of it not being a democratised party as well. They've got subscribers, not members, which is why I said in my video last night that UKIP has got more members than the Reform Party, because it has. The Reform Party hasn't got any members. It's got subscribers. It may have 200 to over 200,000 subscribers, but they aren't members. They have no power within the party. Whereas UKIP has 3,000 members who have a democratic say in how that party is run. So don't count all your chickens. Don't make assumptions about what's going to happen in 2029. Nobody knows yet. Anything could happen. For all we know, something controversial could happen with the Reform Party and the whole thing could collapse before then, couldn't it? Frankly, I'm under the impression he knows it but loves to keep going to get the clicks. No, I'm here to inform people about the Reform Party. I want to inform people, like people should have been informed in 2019 about how Boris Johnson was saying that everybody was saying that he was going to be the saviour of the country and everything was going to change. It was going to be the golden age of Britain. And look what happened there. And I'm seeing all the warning signs again with Nigel Farage. He's saying all the right things, but his actions are saying a completely different story. And once again, people are falling for the act. So that's my reason for being on YouTube. It's to inform people about certain things and make them aware and give them an alternative opinion on things as well. So, in the clicks, I'm beginning to think he's undercover Labour. And if you knew me, you would be laughing your socks off at anybody saying that about me, that I'm undercover Labour. I can't stand the Labour Party. It's a Marxist-run party now. It's not for the working class of this country. It's a champagne socialist, middle-class, virtue-signalling shit show of a party. That's what it is. It's ruled by identity politics and all that kind of rubbish. So no, I'm not undercover Labour. So from what I can gather from your comment is you completely missed the point of what I was saying in my video massively. And then you go on to say that I'm undercover Labour or I'm just doing it for the clicks. So just basically smears and logical fallacies for arguments in your comment. This is Vindicator, sign off.